Very good morning, students. This is the third video for the chapter 6 international organizations. We have completed so far types of the organization, what is the international organizations, and what is the benefit of the international organizations, and why it is the importance, and what way it work. Right now, second is we know about the UN. That was the largest international organizations, and we understand about UN. UN means the United Nations, right? The UN 1st January 19 was the name of United Nations is coined. The first times it is came to in existence in 1 January 1942. The name of UN, United Nations, coined by United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Who coined the word United Nations? American President Franklin D. Roosevelt. ठीक है? Got it? The Second World War. During the Second World War, when representative of 26 nations assured their government to continue fighting together against Axis power. At that times, United Nations came to existence. Second, by the charter was signed on 26 June 1945 by the representative of 50 countries. Poland, which was not represented at the conference, signed it later, become one of the original 51 member state. 24 October 1947, the United Nations officially come into existence. So when United Nations came into existence, the 24 October 1945, right? In 1945, representative of 50 countries met in, where they met? San Francisco at United Nations Conference on International Organizations, and they draw the United Nations Charter. The delegate deliberated on the basis of proposal worked out by the representative of China, Soviet Union, United Kingdom, and United States. Right? The UN was founded as successor to the League of Nations, because in the after the First World War, 1914 to 19, League of Nations founded on 1920 to solve the war and peace, to make the peace in the world, because they faced the First World War, but League of Nations could not get success because the Second World War started in 1939 to 45. So due to the failure of League of Nations, the United Nations was formed. It was established in 1945 after the Second World War. There are 51 states, means the nations. What are the main objective of United Nations? The first objective, prevent international conflict. Means if there is a possibility between the two nations and more than two nations, and there is wholesale duty of the international organizations to maintain the peace. Right? Second, facilitate cooperating among states. If any states like this pandemics, some countries facing the big problems, but United Nations also helping them. Right? Member in EU. The council is composed by how many members in United Nations? 15 members. 15 members means 5 permanent members: China, Russia, France, Federation, United Kingdom, and United States, and 10 non-permanent members elected by for 2 years term by General Assembly. Right? In how many countries are there today's scenario? Presently, there are 195 countries in United Nations. There are 195 countries in the world today. This total comprise 193 that are members state of United Nations. Means there are 195, but 193 countries are the part of United Nations. Means they are signed on the United Nations charters. Right? War and Peace Organization UN. there are some war and peace organizations, United Nations, right? The name of the war and peace organization, the UN Security Council has primarily responsibility for international peace and security. This council, Security Council, is for only to maintain the peace and security in the global worlds. And the General Assembly is to discuss. General Assembly for what? To discuss, debate and make recommendation on subject pertaining to international peace and security, including development, disarmament, human right, international law, and peaceful arbitrations of disputes. So these are the two bodies. One is provide the peace and security. Second is debate on the different kind of the issue among the worlds, right? Social and economic issue dealt with by the UN agency are. Some agency are WHO, the social and economic issues, World Health Organizations, so solving the economic issue, right? UNDP, the United Nations Development Programs, UNHRC, United Nations Human Rights Commissions, right? United Nations High Commissions for Refugee, UNICEF, UNESCO. These are the organizations, economic and social organizations, right? So you got it, and we can you can understand it. Hope this is enough for today, right? And one by one we have completed it, right? The international organizations we have completed, types of organizations, benefit, why the international organization important, why the two ways matter of the international evolution of United Nations we have completed so far, objective of United Nations we have completed so far, two body of the United Nations we have completed so far. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.